So the insanity that we are currently seeing could be hurting millions of Americans, and I want to make sure that you guys are not being fooled. Because millions of Americans have been seeing the writing on the wall of supply chain shortages, a war between Russia and Ukraine, labor shortages, high inflation, we got another COVID surge, and on top of that, we also have the pandemic recovery. But what most are not seeing is the risks of the stock market surging at this time. We are seeing some great returns if you invested in the bottom of the market about 2 weeks ago. But if you're buying now, could we see a dip? Could we see a return to the bottom? Could we see stocks completely drop because of the current surge of COVID cases, higher inflation, and prolonged war between Russia and Ukraine? And the answer is yes. Over the past couple of weeks, we have seen the stock market really turn around. It's great for people who are currently invested, who have been invested, but it also makes me worry that what could happen is if people start buying now and the market turns around, they could potentially lose their money. Now, one of the questions that I asked many of my friends and family very recently is this: should companies be getting back to new highs when we are still experiencing supply chain shortages, inflation at 7.9%, which is actually expected to go higher, labor shortages, COVID, and the shock that came from Russia and Ukraine? And the answer is quite simple. Most companies should not be seeing these new highs. And I say this because what we know is many companies don't have a very good outlook for 2022 and even 2023. Until this war with Russia and Ukraine goes away, we're going to see major shortages. Until we see interest rates start going back up, we're going to continue to see higher inflation. A lot of people say that, no, this is good. We need to see this because this is one of those cycles. This is not a cycle that we want to be in. Okay? So here's my advice to you. And again, do not be fooled. When I say don't be fooled, I'm talking about don't be fooled by investors telling you that you need to get into the market right now or you're going to miss the greatest opportunity of your lifetime. Is this the greatest opportunity of your lifetime? It honestly could be. Will this be? I don't know. Because there's still so many risks out there that you need to be well aware of. Again, supply chain shortages. Gasoline prices are causing a huge problem for shipping, getting products to and from different locations, right? COVID cases going back up could be a major disaster. I don't expect we're going to see any lockdowns like they're experiencing over in China, but again, who knows? And again, this isn't financial advice, but I want you to be careful what you invest into. Don't buy into a company just because somebody else said, oh, this is the new Tesla, this is the next Amazon, this is going to be the next Bitcoin, it's going to go up 8,000%. Don't do that. If you don't know anything about a company, don't buy it. Don't buy crypto just because Elon Musk tweets about a specific coin. And you think, oh, he tweeted about it, that means it's going up. It may go up temporarily, but then could also fall right back down. Don't invest into real estate without a plan. Don't do it. Make sure you talk with a financial advisor so they can point you in the right direction based on your specific needs and wants. Now, here's where many people are being fooled. They follow somebody on social media who is showing them fancy cars, nice houses, and they want the same thing. Well, here's what I can tell you. The majority of people that trade for a living don't go and spend their hard-earned earnings, okay, their profits on a new Lamborghini. Some people do, and that's perfectly fine. They don't go and buy the $12 million house. Some people do, and again, that's perfectly fine. Most traders that have actively been trading for years, and it's a full-time job for them, guess what they do with their earnings, with their profits? They roll it right back in. They put it into something that's going to be a little bit safer. Maybe they day trade, maybe they swing trade. But that's the thing. The truth is, every trader is in a different situation. Some people go and buy the new Lamborghini. Others don't. I remember when I couldn't afford a Lamborghini. That was the one thing I wanted. I wanted that Lamborghini. I was going to do everything I could to get there. Then when I could afford it, guess what? I could care less if I have a Lamborghini because I got money in the bank. I can use it. I can leverage that money to go and buy better stocks, more stocks. I can go buy real estate, buy businesses, take a vacation, right? These are things that I really wanted. Again, different situation. Every trader is different. The capital that you have at your disposal also could be different than what other people have online. Just because some guru says he has $50 million, great, that's awesome. Good for you. But that doesn't mean if, let's say I'm trading with, $10,000, that I'm not in the same situation, I'm not in the same boat. I can't afford to take the same risks. You got to understand your goals will be different. Your age is going to play a factor in the risk that you're willing to take. If you're closer to retirement, maybe you don't want to be messing around with cryptocurrencies or tech right now. Maybe you want something that's going to be a good, solid dividend paying stock. That's perfectly acceptable and that's fine. And so much right now goes into determining what trades you should or shouldn't be making. But again, you have to make those calls, not somebody else. So my advice to you is do not be fooled. Try to learn how to trade. Find a quality course. You can go to udemy.com. They have some great courses over there. They're very inexpensive. Pay like $9 to $20 for a course. It'll teach you about the fundamentals. It'll teach you about technical analysis. You can learn to master your craft and start out with paper trading. Paper trading. It's free. And it doesn't cost you any money. You don't risk anything other than your time. And then when you're comfortable to finally make some trades and make your own decisions, then you can begin trading with real money and your money. Don't get into trading on margin, right? Not in the beginning. Make sure you perfect your craft first and then maybe move into margin. But keep in mind that every trade is a risk, and make sure you understand that right now it's still a very confusing time, very confusing market, and there's still so many risks that we have to keep in mind, all right? Again, supply shortages, a war between Russia and Ukraine, gas prices, labor shortages, high inflation across the board, another COVID surge, and the pandemic recovery. All these things play a factor. So again, make sure you are well aware of what you are doing. Do not be fooled because there's people out there that all they want to do is sell you a course. And I sell courses. I'm 100% for these because a course is not a get-rich-quick scheme. A course is pretty much all the information that you can already find online absolutely for free. They condense it, they put it into a nice, neatly packaged little product, and they sell it to you. Okay? So it saves you time. That's all the course is doing. It's not anything, any secret sauce. That's not what a course is. All right? So just understand the insanity that we are currently seeing, prices jumping up, dropping back down, and going up again. This could continue and you can make a boatload of money. It could be one of the greatest times of our lifetime. But it also could hurt you. So again, keep this in mind. Don't be fooled. Do your own due diligence. Make sure you know how to trade stocks based on your own experience and expertise. So again, if you have any questions whatsoever, you can always ask questions down in the comment section below. Just again, I want to say this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I would recommend you go and find one local, not online, so that you can actually go and talk to them because they will give you the best advice based off your own situation. All right? So again, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.